Have you ever just looked up at the night sky and felt, well, completely tiny? You get that sense of awe, right? But also, maybe, a feeling of being totally powerless. We live in a universe filled with these unimaginable forces. So, with all that cosmic chaos out there, what do we actually have any power over? To really get our heads around this, we have to start by understanding the sheer scale we're up against.
Okay, to really grasp this, let's do a little thought experiment. It's a wild one. What if, right this second, poof, our sun was suddenly swapped out for something else? Something way, way bigger and a whole lot more violent.
Now, before you panic, here's the good news. Our sun, it's actually really stable. It's got about 5 billion years of fuel left in the tank before it even thinks about puffing up into a red giant. So yeah, for now, we're good.
The bad news? We're not waiting 5 billion years. For this little deep dive, we are hitting the fast-forward button. We're going to see exactly what we're up against in a universe that, frankly, does not play by our rules.
All right, first up, let's imagine we replace our sun with that fiery future version of itself, a red giant.
The change in scale here is, well, it's just staggering. I mean, look at this comparison. A red giant is 200 times larger than our sun. And get this, even though its surface is technically cooler, it blazes up to 5,000 times brighter. That last line on the chart really says it all, doesn't it? For Earth, the fate is total vaporization.
So what would that even look like? First, the entire sky would ignite in this brilliant, terrifying orange. The heat would be so intense that our oceans would literally boil away in a matter of minutes. Then, the planet's crust itself would just melt into a sea of molten rock, until finally, the Earth is completely swallowed and just gone. We're talking instant, total annihilation.
Okay, so a red giant. Clearly devastating. But what if we swap the sun with something even more extreme? Let's dial the chaos up to 11 and talk about something called a magnetar.
So what in the world is a magnetar? Well, it's the super dense core left behind after a massive star goes supernova. Think of it as the star's angry ghost. Its defining feature, though, is its magnetic field. We're talking trillions of times stronger than Earth's. And it's not sending out gentle, warming light. Oh no, it's blasting out deadly, high-energy X-rays and gamma rays.
The threat from a magnetar would be, well, it's coming from all sides and it's absolute. A magnetic pulse would instantly fry every single satellite and power grid on the planet, gone. Our own protective magnetic field would be crushed, leaving us totally exposed to a bath of that deadly radiation. And here's the final insane irony. With no warming light from a sun, the planet's surface would freeze while that radiation fries everything on it. You would literally freeze and fry at the exact same time. Game over.
When you're faced with forces like these, red giants, magnetars, it's pretty easy to feel completely powerless. And let's be real, on a cosmic scale, we absolutely are. We can never hope to control these things, so if the universe outside of us is pure, overwhelming chaos, where can we possibly find any control? The search kind of forces us to turn inward.
And that brings us right to the heart of it. This is the big question. When the entire universe is defined by stuff you absolutely cannot control, what is the one single domain where you can exert total control?
And the answer? Well, it isn't out there in the stars. It's right here, inside you. It's the power of discipline. That's the force you can build to govern your own personal universe.
Think about it this way. Motivation is like a solar flare. It's this powerful, brilliant burst of energy that feels amazing, but it fades out pretty quick. Discipline, though. Discipline is like gravity. It's the steady, constant, invisible force that holds your world together, day in and day out. It's permanent. And this is how you build that force. You literally train your mind to act based on what you committed to do, not how you feel in the moment. You know, moods are like cosmic weather. They're unpredictable. They're always changing. But your commitments, that's the orbit you set for yourself. You just have to stay in it.
So you basically have two ways to approach things. You can rely on those bursts of excitement, but that's temporary. It's unreliable. It runs out. Or you can choose small, consistent actions. And that's what builds real momentum. It creates habits that run on commitment, not on your mood. That is how you build something that actually lasts, something that can stand up to the chaos.
So, how do we bring these two huge ideas together? The chaotic universe out there and the controlled one we can build in here? Well, we forge our own.
Okay, this is where it all clicks together. The universe outside, it's vast, it's powerful, it's chaotic. We can't change that. But your mind, your actions, that is your domain. That's within your control. Every small, consistent, disciplined habit you build adds another brick to this internal world of order. And that self-control, it becomes your own personal gravitational force, keeping you centered. And that is what makes you unstoppable, especially on the bad days when you just don't feel like it.
So, what's the ultimate takeaway from all this cosmic chaos? It's that you can't wait for the universe to give you a sign, and you definitely can't wait for motivation to strike. In a universe of total chaos, the single most powerful act you can take is to create your own order. Don't wait to feel ready. Act. Forge your own world.